What it do, baby? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Capo167 bringing you another Outrider video. Now, in this video will include the Boomtown Duo World Record run. That's 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Also, I will be including the build that I've utilized throughout the entire time that I've been running speedruns in Boomtown. Now, one change has been made throughout the entire time, and that is on the gun. And once we go through the build, you will see where. Outside of that, Tony's helped me originally with this build, so this is going to be an update to the Ash Blast build, Speedrun Edition. Let's get to it. Now, as my primary weapon, I'm utilizing the Death Shield. The Death Shield comes with Fortress, and I added Moaning Winds. Now, this is where the change happened. In this build, I originally had Shadow Comment, but because Moaning Winds, it's better as far as AoE wise, I chose that over Shadow Comment. My secondary weapon is the Anemoy, and it comes with Moaning Winds, and I just went ahead and added Fortress to give the Moaning Winds more damage. Now, what does Moaning Winds do? Well, reloading creates a strong blast around you, dealing 387,000 damage to enemy in a range of 8 meters with an 8-second cooldown. So usually what you want to do is you want to put Moaning Winds on all your weapons. You proc all 3. By the time you're done, everything around you should be dead. Alright. Now on the pistol, I went ahead and I added Moaning Winds. One thing I will tell you here, ensure that you have pistols with a slow reload, because if you have pistols that have a fast reload, it might just go ahead and execute that animation to reload because you might have not switched quick enough. So make sure you have a set of pistols that have a slow reload time or the slowest reload time, so that way you don't get caught up, and then when you try to use Moaning Winds later on, you have a full clip in your pistol. Now moving over to the gear. The gear I've never touched. I've had all this working for me since I think I ran the 245 from when I first started. Okay, so on the helmet, anomaly cooldown status, I have Fire Tsunami and Ashen Boost. Once again, I want to give shout out to Tony's who helped me put this build together so I can start speedrunning, and kind of gave me the recommendation of Ashen Boost. It really works. It boosts your damage against enemy afflicted with Ash by 20%. That is huge. So whenever you use Ash Blast, anything after that you utilize, it's giving you 20% more damage to enemies that are afflicted with Ash. On my chest piece, I'm wearing the Akari chest. It comes with Detonator, where it decreases the skill cooldown by 50%, and then Tidal Wave, which you can activate one more heat wave before triggering the cooldown. And now Akari set bonus is every damage by heat wave grants 50% anomaly power bonus for 10 seconds. So whenever I utilize heat wave, my anomaly power goes from 150 to 167, which includes more damage. Akari pants, they come with anomaly echo, grants 3,000 firepower and 11,000 anomaly power bonus on skill activations for 15 seconds. So every time you activate a skills for 15 seconds, what pertains to you in this build is the anomaly power, the 11,000 anomaly power that I have for 11 seconds. And then I've added Death Sentence, which is Ash Blast. Your weapon damage and anomaly damage against enemy afflicted by this skill are increased respectively by 40% and 30% for 5 seconds. Well, basically what matters to me is the anomaly damage at 30%. So whenever I use Ash Blast, when I hit the overheat, it has a 30% more anomaly damage attached to it. Now on the gloves, once again, anomaly status and cooldown, I have Pants on Fire, increased by 48,000 damage to enemies who were damaged by the skills but did not have their status consumed. So basically Pants on Fire comes into play for enemies that are not burning and are not ashed. So what that means is whenever I just use overheat, as you can see at the beginning of the run, when you'll see it, I'm doing 48,000 more damage to the enemies. I have Ash increased range. Pretty simple. Increases the skill range by 66% of Ash Blast. Very, very important. On the boots, I have Master Consumer. The skill consumes either burn or ash status to deal damage. Consuming both at once increases the damage by 150%. So you will see that usually I will be doing 2 heat waves. Well, I'll overheat, 2 heat waves, ash blast, and by the time that whole cycle is done, I'll overheat one last time. So it's like what I like to call an overheat sandwich. And on that final overheat, I will be doing 150% more damage. And then burnt out that I added to the boots, damaged enemies take 25% more damage for 8 seconds. So I use 2 waves, that's 50% more damage for 8 seconds that I put on top of everything else that I have incorporated in the build. Like I said, I've been using this build right here as far as the gear since I started speed running duels with Sadness, and then because he's in Brazil and I'm in the US, we kind of had some technical difficulties and Shadow came in. Let's take a look at the skills. Now the skills that we're going to be utilizing is Heat Wave, Ash Blast, and Overheat. Heat Wave has a 6.9 second cooldown, Ash Blast has a 14.5 second cooldown, and Overheat has a 4 second cooldown. Alright, this is where you do all your damage, and if you keep it in a rotation where you do Overheat, Heat Wave, Ash Blast, Overheat, you won't go wrong with this build. Alright, let's take a look at the tree now. Now, this tree that I'm utilizing here, shout out to my guy All Day Any Day 1 who kind of recommended this tree. This is a little bit different, okay? So I removed a couple of spots in this tree, which was this marked enemy damage increase, the with fire and anomaly, this other marked enemy, and then 10% more health, and this cooldown. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what I ended up doing is I ended up investing it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you say, Capo, why? Well, because you want this right here, okay? Hot situation plays a vital role in the speedrun, but also in this build if you want to do more damage. Activating your immobilize skill increases your anomaly power by 45% for 10 seconds. Whenever you utilize Ash Blast, your anomaly power is increased by 45%. So that overheat that wipes out that whole playing field, that whole battlefield, it's increased by 45%. And it's damn near guaranteed. So it's very, very, very important. I recommend you utilize this tree if you're definitely speedrunning. If you're not, you're going to have to be very careful because you're very squishy. Alright? So as we go through it, you see anomaly power, some cooldown for your explosive skills, more anomaly power, gifted, which increases weapon damage and anomaly power by 5%, decreases all your cooldown by 10%, marked enemies, right? You do 8% more damage, more anomaly power, increased damage by 20% against enemy below 30% of health, max health. The moment burns ends on an enemy, inflicts ash status. So if you burn your enemy and you still waiting for that ash cooldown, don't worry about it because after the burn wear off, they'll be put in that ash status. You get some weapon damage, which you'll never really use. I think I very rarely shot my gun. And then obviously hot situation, which is very important and vital. Then you continue to go straight. You have gifted, which increases your weapon damage and anomaly power. Increase more anomaly power. Your skill leech, more anomaly power. Resistance piercing by 15%. Increase damage against elite by 10%. More of the reduction of cool skill cooldown by 15%. And then last but not least, it increases explosive skill based damage by 30%. Once again, shout out to my guy All Day Any Day for hooking it up with this build. Well, not build, but the tree. Kind of gave that recommendation, test it out, and as you can see, it works. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Ash Blast build Speedrun edition. I hope this helps you out. Please be sure to check me out on Twitch. The link will be in the description with the times that I'll be live. You never know, I can be live right now and able and willing to answer any and all of your questions. I hope you enjoyed the world record speedrun 211 on Boomtown. Also, what I will do is I will leave the link to my partner, Lil Shadow. I will leave you the link to his YouTube and his Twitch. So that way, if you want to see this run in his point of view. All right? Please smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe. So that way you stay up to date with all my upcoming videos here on YouTube. Have a good one, y'all. I'm out. I know I got hit. I got bumped back. Door. Let's go. Let's go. Going up. Open the door.
What was that noise? It's like I've wandered into some maniac's idea of a party. Would you look at that? There's a pod here.
All clear, all clear. Top, 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 top. Oh my god! World record, world record, world record, world record, world record, baby. World record, baby. Show your build, show your build, show your build, show your build, show your build.